Hey everyone, BoiSavage here. These are the last hours before the new Fjordur map is released. Hope your day is good, and I'm sure you are all as excited as I am for this legendary new map to come out. Leave in the comments what you're most excited for, and hopefully I can make a video about that too. But today I want to talk to you about this savage new creature. I'm sure you know it, the Andrewsarchus. Wildcard has released a little trailer for it, and I'll be sure to show that to you in just 1 second. Make sure you subscribe and share this video. And now, let's get on to that trailer. Now that we just went over that awesome video, let's go over a little bit of the key details you might have noticed in the video. And if you didn't, don't worry, I got you. The Andrewsarchus is said to be extremely agile when it needs to be, but when it's eating and searching for food, it's sluggish and slow. A perfect travel companion, if you ask me, for making sure you survive the journey. Although it might not be strong enough to kill all the huge high-level dinos, if you're ever faced with an opponent you can't win against, I'd say just turn around and get out of there as fast as possible. It seems like the perfect creature to be able to do that, especially with like maybe it's a Wyvern, and I don't know how much health these things are going to have, or if there's Wyverns on the map, but say you get hit with a projectile of some kind. You have armor, you're in a little tank. It's amazing. Which brings me to the next little point of focus. The craziest thing about this tame, while you're charging into battle, just going into war, you can do a sick drift into enemy camps and just let your turret mow them down. I really do, I wonder what players are going to come up with to defend against these guys in PvP. I mean, just imagine 4 or 5 Andrewsarchuses just charging you. You're just going to what? Lock your door and hope? I guess, get inside there and be like, don't break the wall. Don't break the wall. And I mean, just the massive battles are going to be legendary. I can easily see a team of 4 of these guys rushing on enemy base and just completely destroying them. So like I said before, I wonder how players will defend against such an amazing tame, honestly. Now, just look at this. Just look at this. Look at the size of the Andrewsarchus compared to a human. I just want to... I haven't really seen anybody mention this before, so I'm kind of lost, but just look how big these things are going to be. And add a turret on top, just seeing these things coming up at you will be enough to make you run and hide for sure. And what is that? A kick attack? Please let me be able to do this in the game. I mean, if someone's sneaking up behind me, I would love to be able to just, kick, or it's like a sixth sense or something, it happens automatically if there's danger. That would be amazing. Now on to the dossier, this little book of ours. Now, here is what the dossier says about the Andrewsarchus. Alright. Now, from watching the video, I'm sure we can all tell that the Andrewsarchus, right, is going to be extremely agile, but only when it needs to be. When eating and searching for food, it's sluggish and slow. Perfect travel companion, if you ask me. Just making sure you survive through your journey. Although it might not be strong enough to kill all the huge high-level T-Rexes and dinos and gigas, if you're ever faced with an opponent you can't win against, just turn around and get out of there as fast as possible. Hopefully it has enough, stamina to get you a good distance with the amount of speed it supposedly has. Now, on to the next part. Drifting and turret use. Now, moving on to the craziest thing. I mean, just the craziest thing about this tame. While you're charging into battle, just going into the enemy camp, just say, screw it. You can do a sick drift into the enemy camp. Just let your turret mow them down. I wonder what players are going to come up with to actually defend against the Andrewsarchus in PvP. I mean, there's turrets, there's tech bases, there's a bunch of things that could prevent these guys. But just starting out, depending on how easy these guys are to tame, consider yourself dead. Just turn around and you're dead. Now, take a look at this with me. Look at the size of the Andrewsarchus compared to a human. I haven't seen anybody mention this before, but just look how big these things are going to be. And add a turret on top, just seeing these things coming at you will, like I said, be enough to make you turn around and just be like, yep, I'm dead. And I mean, these things, the size, the drifting, the turret use, the speed, imagine the battles we're going to have against tribes, different alliances. I mean, it is going to be, is there a difference between those? Never mind. But it is going to be legendary. I don't think this is going to be, I believe, a revolutionary time in ARK history. I mean, and I know ARK 2 is coming out soon, but I think this is going to just make people forget about that just a little bit. There are actually creatures from the ARK animated series in this game as well. I forget exactly which ones or how many, but look that up. You will find something about it. Now let's move on to the last part. The dossier. Now, here is what the dossier says about the Andrewsarchus. It says, wild Andrewsarchus is a beast that's full of surprises. These ungainly creatures might seem sluggish while foraging for a meal, but they can move unexpectedly fast when provoked. Like certain other whipomorphs, Andrewsarchus will aggressively defend its territory against interlopers. With some distance between you, it may just be possible to dodge a charging Andrewsarchus. They don't exactly turn on a dime. That's good to know, like a mammoth. Just don't expect a river or lake to protect you from one. As long as its feet can reach the bottom, Andrewsarchus will plow its way right through deep water. These scavengers will tear into just about anything if hungry, but you've got a bit of a sweet tooth. So I imagine that means that they're going to need honey or something to be tamed. So that's pretty interesting. Domesticated. Once tamed, Andrewsarchus is a reliably fast beast of burden. As long as you don't need it to take any corners at full speed, its density in water also makes Andrewsarchus ideal for searching ocean floors for pearls, since it sinks so readily to the bottom. That's pretty interesting. I don't think we've had a dino do that before. Just be able to sink to the bottom of the, or just like walk on land even though you're in water. You never swim. How different. The preferred saddle design includes a mounted minigun to target foes, while the driver stays safe inside their airtight armored enclosure. Airtight! So wow, wait, does that mean we're going to have oxygen underneath the water? That's insane. That's awesome. Though a fully armored Andrewsarchus can't absorb as much damage as some of the ARK's larger creatures, it still excels at harassing them. And it also clearly points out that its diet is berries. It's an omnivore, and that's pretty cool. I love omnivores in my opinion. Easy to feed, berries are everywhere. So is meat, but still. Temperament is it's opportunistic. I guess that means it's just willing to be your friend. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what that exactly means in this predicament. But what the video doesn't say or show is it is unknown how the Andrewsarchus will be tamed, but the dossier, like I said, says it has a bit of a sweet tooth, implying that it may be passively tamed with honey. Now, I think that's everything for you guys. That's the Andrewsarchus in the full detailed guide to everything we know and is confirmed about it. Have a great day, stay savage, subscribe, share it, and like it. See you guys later.